Well, well, well. I am here and thankfully, so are you. What's up, here gang? Today, we are focusing on Lynn, a very high priority unit for Giant's Abyss. And I'm going to see how good is an early game Lynn with early game runes. Some of you may be really desperate and, wanting to pull her from an LD scroll. So we're going to put her on a little showcase today. We're going to try two different styles. We're going to try a flat out full damage Lynn, as much damage as we can. And then we're going to also try a more tanky style Lynn, higher survivability, and see which one is better. All right, so we're going to start off with the more tanky style. So we're going to rune her HP, crit damage, HP, and obviously try to get as much crit rate and crit damage as we possibly can. Okay, so this is what we're running for the first go around. She's very, very, very tanky. HP, crit damage, HP. We got as much crit rate and crit damage as we possibly can. This is a fatal blade set. So let's see how this does. We're going to go, since we're doing more of an early game style, we're going to go to just the Abyss normal and see how much damage she can actually pump out. All right, we're here on the boss. Let's go ahead and do the attack buff, Bella for the defense break, and let's see how much Lynn's skill 3 actually does. Inflicts damage proportionate to the enemy's max HP. That's the main reason why she's so good. If the target is immune to stun, the damage will be increased by 30%. So you can't stun the giant. So that's an extra 30% more damage. We're going to put this on ×1 speed. And let's see what happens. Was that 84k? Okay. Try to keep that number in your mind. And we'll see what the kind of the full damage Lynn is able to do. All right, so these were the stats on Lynn. Keep your eye on these. Kind of keep them in your mind. And then we're going to swap to as much damage as we possibly can on this chickadee. Okay, these are the stats we have now. We have way more attack than we had before. More crit damage. We're running on attack, crit damage, attack, a rage set. So her skill 3 did about 85,000 on the giant. Let's go back to Giant's Abyss normal and see what this build does. All right, back on the boss. Here we go. Let's do the attack buff. Let's do the defense break. Veramos, do your damage. Sigmaris, do your damage. All right, here we go. We're going to put it on ×1. Skill 3. 85k was around the first one. Let's see what happens. 106,000. Woo! That is pretty cool. I'm not mad about that, honestly. Not at all. Let's go ahead and just finish this out. Hold on. Oh, don't die, Lynn. See, that's the problem right there. We're going to talk about that. That's the problem. All right, what does skill 2 do? This also does percentage of, max HP. 46,000. Okay. All right, so we need to talk about Lynn here, because this is the problem. This is why you can't really build her on full damage, because she will just get destroyed if she's on attack, crit damage, attack. You need her to be on, at the very least, at the very, very least, you're going to need her to be on attack, crit damage, HP. I think the actual preferred build is HP, crit damage, HP. With the obvious, the most important stat is crit rate, crit damage. That's where her damage comes from. Not necessarily from attack. It comes from higher crit rate. Well, if you don't have crit rate, there's no point in having crit damage because it's going to be inconsistent and it's not going to work. So you're going to want high crit rate and as much crit damage as you possibly can. But HP, crit damage, HP is the way to go. If you can keep her on a rage set so you can get the 40% extra crit damage, that's the ideal. And then also with Lynn, you're definitely going to want to skill her up because you'll be missing out on 30% damage if you don't. as well as cool time turns. I'm still missing one. So you're going to want to skill up Lynn. HP, crit damage, HP is the way to go, so she will stay alive and actually be able to do damage to the boss, because she can't do damage if she's dead. So this is the way I have my Lynn runed. It works out pretty well. Okay, so this is how I have my rune Lynn. On a Fatal Rage set, HP, crit damage, HP. Let's see what this damage is. So we have showcased a couple different styles of Lynn. Now let's go ahead and turn it down to speed 1, skill 3 with the attack buff on, and defense break. 91,000. So pretty solid there. Plus she's way more tanky. She can survive the giant's hit, and and I don't have to really fear anything like that, which is very, very helpful. You want Lynn to stay alive. Even with defense break, she's still I'm not worried about it, because we have Bastet's shield, but she has enough HP to survive, which is great. Okay, so to recap everything, the first Lynn that I showed was on a Fatal Blade set, HP, crit damage, HP, and the damage was about 85,000 or something, I believe. The second Lynn was a full attack damage Lynn, Fatal Rage, attack, crit damage, attack, and that was about 106,000 damage, I believe. And then a more balanced build with this one, the Rage Blade set, I meant to say. HP, crit damage, HP. These are the stats that I'm currently using. It did about 91,000 damage with her skill 3 on the giant. So there's a couple different iterations of Lynn there for you that I wanted to showcase. I hope that you actually liked it and learned something from this video. Go ahead and like it if in fact you did. Subscribe so you see more videos. Do you like this? Do you like me showcasing, I'm not an end game player by any stretch of the imagination, but do you like me showcasing more early game units? Do you want to see more of this? Because that is something I can do. I can't showcase end game runes in units, but I can show you what an early game unit will look like for you. So subscribe, like the video if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, you take care of yourself. Okay, here gang? This is Uncle Ned, signing off.